But the ABC have made decisions regarding their operations. The ABC's funding is increasing every year. What they decide to do within that, there are a lot of difficult decisions being made in the media industry at the moment. In commercial broadcasters and commercial news organisations, you'd be, as I'm sure many in the media conference here would be very well aware of the terrible cuts that have been to jobs and operations across the news media industry across Australia, and you know, that's people are feeling the pain pretty hard across the media sector at the moment, just like they are here in the entertainment industry. But the ABC are making calls about how they best run their operations. That's what they're charged to do. But Paul might want to comment on that.
Well, thanks, Prime Minister. The ABC board and management has statutory independence. They've got a budget of over $1 billion a year. That's over a 3-year period. We're in the first year of a 3-year funding period. Funding is rising every year in that 3-year period, and it's for board and management to determine how they allocate their resources to best meet their charter. They released a 5-year strategic plan yesterday. Australians, I think, will rightly expect that that money is invested wisely and that there's a clear strategic plan as to how the money is expended. But these are decisions for ABC board and management. Can I say that the ABC, in its 5-year strategic plan, has committed to 75% of jobs being outside of Ultimo, its headquarters? I think that's a good thing. Sydney is not Australia and Ultimo is not Sydney. The ABC needs to be responsive to the needs of all Australians. It's funded by all Australians. It's there to serve all Australians. So I certainly welcome that element of what was announced.
Could you please explain how the ABC's funding is rising? It's currently under an indexation freeze.
If you look at the numbers in the budget papers, the ABC's funding is rising. It's all laid out in the budget papers. It's all laid out in the budget papers.
Over $1 billion.
It's well over $1 billion, and it rises each year. We're in 2019-20, in 2020-21 there's more money, in 2021-22 there's more money again. It's all laid out in the budget papers. Those are the facts.
So can you guarantee no further cuts to the ABC?
Well,
there are no cuts.
No further cuts?
There are no further cuts because there are no cuts. ABC's funding is increasing every year. The ABC would be the only media company organisation in Australia today whose revenue, their funding, is increasing. It would be the only one in the country. We're seeing regional mastheads by commercial newspapers abolished. We're seeing people lose jobs right across, and the regional support for the ABC has never been stronger, and it's getting even stronger because we're trying to get the ABC out of Ultimo and into the rest of the country. So I think that's a good change. I think what IDA's doing in trying to get the ABC even more focused on regional Australia and get their heads out of Ultimo and get it into the rest of the country, I think is tremendous. But I've got to say, if you're working in the media industry today, if you're a journalist today, the safest place for you to be is actually at the ABC because your revenue is guaranteed in that industry by the government. For journalists working in so many other media companies, they are doing it really tough, and I think we need to keep that in perspective.